I feel like 2025 has been the year of sunscreen recalls.
It's got recalled.
What does Octopus Camouflage have to do with sunscreen? A new guideline that is going to affect the skincare industry from here on out in a May. It's Tuesday morning and I was perusing Google as one does, looking for sunscreen, skin cancer, and melanoma articles. And I ran across quite a few that are fascinating. So I wanted to have a little chat with you. Feel free to chime in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. What Octopus Camouflage has to do with sunscreen? And of course, I had to click because really, what does Octopus Camouflage have to do with sunscreen? Cephalopods, octopuses, squids, what's the third one? Cuttlefish have the ability to change the color of their skin to camouflage and fit into their environment, which is a natural pigment I learned in this article called this right here, xanthomatin. I am not saying that correctly. They've been researching to see if they could use this pigment in sunscreens, but it's evidently very difficult to get the pigment, to extract the pigment, to do research on. But a team of researchers has developed this method of using a bacteria to help produce the pigment. I'm not quite sure I understand that, but there's a bacteria helping. So I'm interested to see if this goes anywhere. Do we think octopus pigments can help in sunscreen, tinted sunscreen formulas? Let me know your thoughts down below. This is a weird article. The next article I popped on was from What Culture, and the title was He Had Cancerous Spots Removed, and it's a picture of John Cena. If you're like me, you grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, and you had a college roommate who was very into wrestling. And then later in your life, you married a man who also was into wrestling. And then you later in life, when you had children, you watched movies who had starred former wrestlers like John Cena. John Cena recently did a partnership with Neutrogena, early 2025, and in that partnership, he revealed that he did not wear sunscreen growing up. Eventually, he went to get a skin checkup, and they found a cancerous spot, and they removed it from his right pec. And, you know, we want to zoom in on those pectoral muscles from John Cena, right? It's not just me, right? And then later he had another one removed off of his right shoulder. So now he has 2 white dots from the removals. And people evidently this year were commenting about them. I love when a celebrity talks about having skin cancer. It doesn't say what kind of skin cancer he had, but any form of skin cancer, if they have it, I want them to reveal it because that just brings more awareness to skin cancer and the importance of getting yearly skin checks and the importance of noticing if anything on your body is changing. What do you think about celebs revealing their skin cancer diagnoses, sharing their skin cancer histories? I feel like 2025 has been the year of sunscreen recalls.
It's got recalled.
From, what was it? Naked Sundays to Ultraviolet. I'm sure there have been a few more. And then I came across the article from Bondi Sands saying that they were recalling. Now, personally, I've never tried Bondi Sands, but I know a lot of you swear by it. They recall sunscreens over SPF effectiveness concerns. Again, independent testing is finding that these sunscreens that we love are not testing at the SPF on the bottle. How do y'all feel about that? Bondi Sands is like a major Australian company too. The 2 that have been recalled are the Bondi Sands Zinc Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Plus Face Lotion. And there's 2 specific batch numbers. I'll post them up here. And then their Mineral Body Lotion. And there are 3? Yes, 3 batch numbers that they have recalled. Therapeutic Goods Administration, the TGA, is this Australians' version of the FDA that we have here in the States? Let me know if you know. It says that these products may display uneven textures and visible separation from ingredients, which could compromise the efficacy of the sunscreen and diminish its ability to provide adequate sun protection. Bondi Sands released a statement saying that their recall had nothing to do with the findings published by Choice. Remember Choice? They're the ones that blew the top off of ultraviolet drama.
Unless you live under a rock, for the last week, you've been hearing all about the the Consumer Reports that have come out from Choice in regards to ultraviolet being an SPF rating of 4 when they're claiming that it's 50.
Another celebrity that popped up on my radar was Elizabeth Olsen. Now, you may know her if you're from the 80s and 90s as the younger sister of the Olsen twins.
You got it, dude.
Full disclosure, it took me years before I realized that Elizabeth Olsen was related to the Olsen twins. I am very ashamed to say that. I know Elizabeth Olsen from her role in the Marvel movies. She's I'm going to get this wrong, and y'all, if you're a Marvel nerd, you're going to crush me in the comments. The witch. Oh, I can't remember who she plays. She revealed in an article to Yahoo that the only makeup she wears is a tinted sunscreen. And I had to know, what tinted sunscreen is going to do it all? Is it going to be one of my favorites? But no, it's a sunscreen, a tinted sunscreen that I have yet to try. She revealed that what is giving her that fresh face, glowing skin in an interview with InStyle is the RMS Beauty Supernatural Radiant Serum SPF 30. Do y'all really think that this is the only makeup she wears? Or do you think this is an ad? Let me know. Sometimes I feel like celebrities just do ads and then I'm like, do they really wear that every day? Is this really their favorite? Or are they just doing an ad? I'm curious. What do you think about that? She says it's the only makeup I use basically for my skin because the pink one cuts the red out in my skin and it also has a lot of sunscreen. She calls it one smart skin loving staple that does it all. Sounds like an ad to me, but I always want to know what sunscreen celebs are wearing. Y'all know WHO, right? WHO, WHO, the World Health Organization. Well, they just released a statement, a new guideline that is going to affect the skincare industry from here on out in a major and I think very positive way. The World Health Organization is now going to include broad-spectrum, high SPF sunscreens in their model list of essential medicines. Essential medicines. But now here in the United States, the FDA regulates our sunscreens as medicines, not as cosmetics. Most other countries view sunscreen as cosmetic, and so it's under different regulations. The big thing about this is that if it is rated as essential medicine, does that mean that more people in poverty, countries in poverty, will now be able to get access to sunscreen, have easier access to sunscreen if it's considered essential medicine? Like everybody should have sunscreen available to them. I also think by labeling sunscreen as essential, underlines, enforces, declares sunscreen as utmost importance to everybody's skin. Not just certain people's skin, but everybody's skin. It's like saying everybody should have access to clean water. Everybody has the basic right to food. I honestly think everybody should have the right to healthcare. Like that should be a basic human right. Healthcare, clean water, healthy food, sunscreen. Sunscreen is now added to that list. What do y'all think about this? Do you think sunscreen should be classified as essential medicine? Let me know down below. I'm super curious to hear your opinion on this. Now, here in the United States, Congress called on the FDA to accept non-animal testing for sunscreens. Y'all, I've just been living under a rock. I did not realize we tested sunscreen on animals. I didn't realize we were still doing that. This release just happened in November 2025. Last night's passage of the 2026 Continuing Appropriation Acts shows Congress agrees with PETA and tens of thousands of PETA supporters. The FDA must prioritize non-animal test methods for evaluating sunscreens and must expand access to modern, effective sunscreens to enhance protection against skin cancer. Woo! Yes! We need more modern UV filters. Yes, we need to stop testing on animals. 1000%. What do you guys think? I'm very excited about this. Another celebrity talking about sunscreen is Chelsea Handler. Now, I don't really watch her. I don't enjoy her style of comedy. Like she's not my cup of tea. I think she's gorgeous though. I think she has great skin. She evidently did, and evidently she does this every year. She's 50 years old, first of all. Absolutely gorgeous. She revealed her super simple skincare routine on a hot air balloon. Evidently she does stunts like this every year to reveal her skincare routine. I did not know this. I had not heard about this. Now I'm going to be looking out for it every year. She tested a moisturizer and a sunscreen in a hot air balloon to approve how high it was. She went into a desert climate. Okay. This was during the Albuquerque, New Mexico Hot Air Balloon Festival. Oh, I bet that's so beautiful to see. I would love to see that. She tested out this moisturizer and sunscreen in a humidity level that feels like 0 at 5,000 plus feet above sea level and being closer to the sun. There was also on this day, it says, wind gusts threatening to derail the balloon ride altogether. So I had to know, what sunscreen did she put on top of the moisturizer? Any guesses? It's one that I love. The Elta MD UV Clear Tinted Face Sunscreen SPF 46. Now, the tinted version is too dark of a tint, too deep of a tint for my skin tone, but I love the clear version of this. I swear it does the best when I have acne. I absolutely love it. This is a hybrid sunscreen. It has both chemical and mineral UV filters. How do y'all feel about children's skincare? I have mixed feelings about children's skincare. I have an 8-year-old daughter, and she is sort of into skincare now just from watching me do skincare. I definitely want to get her in a habit of wearing sunscreen, so she puts on sunscreen every morning. I switched her to a children's shampoo and conditioner because the adult bottles were too hard for her to squeeze and handle. And this one comes in a pump. I probably will do, it's the brand called Ever Eden. I'll probably do a review in the future if that's something you'd be interested in the Ever Eden children's skincare line, because she's also been using the face wash, the sunscreen, and the shampoo and conditioner. But a new UK-based children's skincare brand is heading to the US, and it's called Toddle, Toddle. How do we feel about this? It'll feature a mineral sunscreen, a moisturizing lotion, shampoo and body wash hybrid. So does that mean one shampoo? Oh, you could use it for your hair or your body. I don't know how I feel about that one. And it's all priced less than $25 because I have discovered that usually children's skincare lines are more expensive. The brand's mission is to provide premium next generation skincare products with short and long-term benefits for children's delicate skin. I know this is a big thing now. Like, lots of brands are coming out with kids skincare. I don't know how I feel about this. One part of me is like, yes, because I know a lot of my skincare my daughter shouldn't use, but yet she still wants to do the things that she sees her mom do. She wants to emulate me. That's what kids do. On the other hand, I don't want them to be so chocked full of ingredients that aren't meant for kids' skin. Like, they don't need a lot of complex ingredients. They have baby skin. They don't need anti-aging retinols, exfoliators. Kids don't need that. But I do like it, but it's more expensive. Oh, I don't know. I'm torn. Let me know how you feel. Y'all, I never even introduced myself. I'm Sean, melanoma mom. For those of you that haven't met me yet, I am a melanoma skin cancer survivor with a passion for sun protection. This is a new style of video for me. Those of you who have been watching me for a while, let me know. Did you like this kind of headline type video? Was it interesting or was it completely boring? I did find personally myself these headlines and articles fascinating, and I wish I could sit in a room with all of y'all and discuss these articles. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.